people. Thank you for joining me. I hope this actually works. Got some lovely Hades music to listen to as we begin our stream. Hades 2, in fact. Oh, you'll love to hear it. Okay, let's test out. Alright, looks like it does indeed work. Fantabulic. Alright, let's get to drawing, shall we? I'm also testing out this new plugin called Super Sketching, which is basically kind of like an art streaming platform. So, that's fun. Is it not? Okay, let's check out our Twitch as well. Streamer mode. Let's see. Based art. Oh, see, the one issue is that I need to actually set up, what do you call it? The chat window. Because I don't actually remember how to check that, which is very unfortunate. Probably something we should have looked into. But what can you do, right? I'll just have a YouTube tab open, and I'll have a Twitch tab open so I can look at what people are saying to me, and then respond to what people are saying to me. That'd be nice. Okay, docs, chat. Oops. And absolutely no art was accomplished. Okay, let's actually get a move on. So let's lose the crazy layer modes. What was this? I don't even remember making this. See, this is the issue with having all these stupid layers, is that I have zero recollection of what they were for or why I made them. And that is just too bad. Okay, merge you. Merge you. You seem important, so I'm gonna keep you for now. Okay, sorry, if you're saying anything, I cannot see it, because I forgot how to look at the chat. So please bear with me until I remember how. Stream via... Okay, that's how you look at the chat. Continue as missed. Oh, it's not letting me. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay. Let's try and fix that, shall we? Cha-cha-cha-cha. Do I even want to fix that, though? Is this a waste of time? I could also just look at... See, all this valuable time I could be spending doing art is being wasted on nonsense. Absolute poppycock. And that's what happens when you try to stream and you don't plan. This is the result. It's dreadful. Well, I mean, the silver lining is that no one's going to actually watch this, so it doesn't matter what we do. You know what? That's a great mindset to have. Let's just paint. Let's just do some painting. Forget about the rest. It's all... You are useless. I don't need you. Sorry, color dodge. I didn't mean it like that. I just, tired of relying on you as a crutch for my artwork. Yes, indeed. We don't need crutches where we're going. I don't know why you are so... Well, at least Super Sketch is still working. That's the important thing, isn't it? Oh no, now we're... See, now this is the issue. is that we're finding ourselves getting a bit of lag from possibly having all these things streaming at the same time. Really creates an interesting situation as far as the old CPU and RAM goes. But you know what? That's okay, because the computer can take it. So we're just not going to worry about it. We're just going to worry about drawing Hornet from Hollow Knight Silksong. A game that was actually announced to be coming out sometime within our lifetimes. Isn't that exciting? Gosh. Ooh. You know, the funny thing is that I actually should have probably had us listening to some variety of, I don't know, Hollow Knight music instead of Hades music, which is pretty antithetical to Hollow Knight in many ways, but also it's the same. You know why that is? It's because they're both kick-ass indie games made by small studios who became enormously successful and got Game of the Year or something. I don't know if Hollow Knight actually got Game of the Year, but we're gonna pretend it did, because that's funny. And at the end of the day, isn't that what life's all about? Being funny? Oopsie. We want to get a bit of a clipping mask in there. Yeah. Alright, I have to say, this Hades music is actually getting a little distracting. I don't know why I put this on. Am I stupid? I might be stupid. Okay. Is anyone at all watching this? Let's find out. Gosh, I really should set up the chat. The issue is, to chat and restream, you have to log in. And to log in, you have to have an account. And every time I try to log into the Google account, it gives me nothing. Oh. Yes? Google? Anything? Please? Come on. Yeah, this is the issue. This is what happens. Technology betrays me. And we're left with the dredges of what's left in its wake. And that just is too bad. Okay, come on. You know what? No, this is BS. Okay, let's go to Restream. Let's make this actually work. I'm sorry if you came here expecting art to happen, but that's not the way it's going to be. Settings. Change. Tailor my experience. Password. Do I have an old password? Really? Figures. Surely there must be some kind of variety of way to look at my chat window from the Restream. From the Restream anything. Sorry, now I'm talking to tech support. So do forgive me. I can't log into Restream. Oh, okay. Well, do excuse me, we have to reset our Restream password. I'm deeply sorry if you were expecting art to happen. That's not the way it's gonna be. Sometimes life isn't fair. Sometimes life doesn't turn out the way that we expect. And you know what? You just have to deal with that. Okay, sorry, was responding to a DM. Hey, let's make a cool layer that actually makes it pretty, shall we? Let's get rid of that. And let's just try something. Let's try something weird and wacky and crazy. Cause I'm feeling scrumptious, and I want the piece to feel that way too. And you know what? Let's add a bit of texture too. You know, a bit of that nice painterly vibe. Okay, maybe we should use normal overlay. We don't need to get too scrumptious. Ah, this Hades music is so good. You ever get that feeling where you're listening to the soundtrack of a game or something, and listening to the soundtrack almost feels better than actually playing the game itself? I feel that way with Final Fantasy sometimes. Final Fantasy 14. You know, game has a beautiful soundtrack. It's such a treasure. All right, all right. So the software that I was talking to you about, a super sketch. Funny thing about that is that it has this neat feature where you can make someone's work in progress artwork your desktop background. So I just got DM'd by someone who had it as the desktop background, and they were kind of telling me about, like, they just noticed all the colors change. And that's kind of sick, actually. I kind of like that as a feature. I'm really excited about this, by the way. It's so nice to have like a piece of technology that exists for the sake of making artists' lives better, instead of tech companies trying to make a buck from the work of artists that they don't deserve whatsoever. So that's something that's quite exciting. They reached out to me recently, and the Super Sketch folks, and yeah, it's been really fun. And also, if you are saying anything in the chat, I'm so sorry that I have no idea because I'm still figuring out these technical issues. Okay, safe password. Come on, Restream, let's make it happen. Sign into it. Oh, God. Please? Would love it if we could sign in at any point today. That would make my entire life, if you please. Okay. Let's make it happen sometime this year. Hooray, the chat works. Cool. And now we get to see the grim truth, the grim reality of this situation. Okay. Okay. If everything is well, then the chat function is functioning as it should be. And you should be able to see my art. I mean, you were always able to, but now I should be able to see your comments on my art. So if you are indeed watching, please let me know, because I am so lonely, and any form of feedback to know that I'm not simply talking to myself would be deeply valued. And yeah. Okay, that's a little bit too much. Okay, let's get spicy with this, alright? The Hades music be ramping up. That means we gotta ramp the art piece up too. Let's get rid of this weird texture that I painted for stupid reasons. See, that's the fun thing with Krita, is that I haven't actually used it in quite a while, so I don't even remember. I don't even remember what you can do with this crazy program. I want like a deeper red. I want something that feels bloody. Oopsie. Not our texture layer. Not our texture layer. That's dreadful. What a horrible thing to happen. Oh my goodness. My goodness me. Let's see. What am I missing? It's Twitch streamer mode. So one thing I don't exactly know about streaming art on Twitch is that, and this is something I've been wondering about, is can you see on my Discord that I'm streaming? Because I think it displays that, but I'm not entirely sure. And that's kind of weird. Okay. Lose the color dodge, please. Let's make this texture a little nicer. A little more soothing, shall we? Yeah, a bit of purple in here. Oh, right. Unlike my Photoshop streams, in which I kind of have this tendency to hide parts of the UI just because, I don't know, reasons. I think every part of the UI is visible in my Krita streams, so you can see everything that's happening. Every part of the buffalo, as it were. So, let me know if that's something you like. To the 0 people who are watching this. Where is that chat window anyway? Okay. Wow, 1 whole viewer on Twitch. How lovely. Love that. Love that for you, love that for me. Ugh. Sorry, I hope this isn't too pessimistic. I just like to take the piss, and I need to find something to talk about, right? Because I'm talking to myself otherwise. And that is the very essence of content creation, is simply being a little bit schizophrenic until eventually the voices become real. And then the voices give you money on Patreon, and then that becomes your sole source of income, and then you get like a whole, productivity complex over it, because you're like, do I only have value when I'm producing content? And that kind of creates a very unhealthy dynamic with both yourself and your viewers, and then they get parasocial relationships, which leads to them developing obsessions over you, and you get stalkers, and sorry, what was they talking about? I don't remember. This is stupid. But I'm having fun. I'm enjoying it. And as long as we are enjoying ourselves in this crazy world, isn't that all that really matters? Well, I think so. Okay, you, sir, you are vexing me immensely. I don't like your shape or your style, and we're gonna fix that. Oopsie, what? Oh. Ah, see, this is another thing that I prefer about Krita over Photoshop, is that you can just use the eraser tool with any brush and it doesn't try to change your brush tip. Meanwhile, with Photoshop, there's like a whole chicanerous game of, ooh, I'm going to change your brush tip if you dare to engage in erasing things. And that just is annoying on many levels. But what's even worse is that some brushes don't even allow you to erase on them for some ungodly reason that I fail to comprehend. So I have some brushes that I would love to be able to use as erasers, yet I cannot. It's impossible. And that is just deeply stupid. I don't know about you, but I think every brush should be an eraser. I think anything should be able to, if it can create, it should be able to destroy. That's just science. Right there. So, it's kind of strange. I don't know, what do you think? What is Hornet's face shape? I guess there isn't one. She's a cartoon, canonically. But I'm trying to make this like a little realistic. Okay. Let's add a bit of those painterly strokes. Is this... No. There's the issue. I don't even remember the intention that I had on it. Maybe I'm making her face a little too textury. And I apologize for that. I think what we're going to be doing is actually doing it more. Because that's your punishment. That's what you deserve. Maybe that's what we all deserve. A bit of spice and texture in our lives. Got like a bit of void. I want to give her bigger hands too. Her big, like, insect hands. Obviously, you know, again, canonically, she is a cartoon. So her hands are just like little, little lines of black. But I think it's, you know, you look at a bug, and because your perception is so gigantic, enormous, and human, you don't really see all the details unless you look very closely. And maybe that's kind of the situation here, right? Is that we're looking at a little bug, and you just can't see them details, man, because they're so tiny. So let's try and make those details a little more visible and available to us, and to you, the good viewer. Okay. Apologies if this becomes a little psychedelic. Yo, wait. That's kind of neat, actually. Okay. Now we are cooking with gas, as they say. I think we're starting to get somewhere. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling good about this piece now. I think we've really conquered the ugly stage, as they say, and we're starting to find ourselves in the glorious intermediate stage, in which things begin to look a little bit less ugly and a little more like an actual painting that people would pay to see. Right? But yeah, I'm just making this kind of for the sake of testing things out. Now, see, one issue is that we're losing a bit of that scrumptious texture as we... Oh, it's you! Third overlay layer! I hadn't even realized you existed. You are the culprit. You were the culprit the whole time. Should have expected this from the day I spawned you from my art program. Be gone from me. Your services are no longer needed, at least not to the degree in which we previously used you. I will be demoting you to a lower opacity, and you will like it. You will relish in your reduced visibility. You will rue the day you ever chose to make yourself so known in this painting. This I swear to you. Okay, now this arm is looking all kinds of fucked up. And, you know, not just because insect. What is happening there? You bastard! Wrong layer, Kronk! Ugh! Dreadful. Can't believe the audacity of these layers to defy me in such a repugnant manner. You think this is bad, this chicanery? They've done worse. We don't need to talk about it, but they've done worse. Now... we engage in a little bit of... little bit of craziness, a little bit of fun. As you can see, we have dismissed all of the gentry of layers, as it were. And we are now bereft of their impudent... offerings to our art piece. Now we are relieved of their complications. And as you can see, without complications, things actually begin to look a little more drab and bland, but also we get to have more control over the piece. Because when you look at this, it's like, ooh, like what the fuck is going on here, right? We don't actually... There's the problem. Okay, now it's apparent and visible to us. Now it all is coming together. Alright. What if we get like a new layer above you? Above all these fools, and we make it like a little rim light layer. Get a bit of that rim light in here. A bit of rim light there. Okay. Well, here's the problem, is you, little hard overlay, you have vexed me for the final time, and now you shall pay for your transgressions. Yes, indeed. What are you doing? How dare you? See, now I'm getting into character. Now I'm feeling like a perturbed deity lording over this art piece that I have created. But oh, how it disappoints me at every turn. How I am tortured by its dreadful defiances of my will and what I mean to do with this art piece. I feel betrayed. I thought you were going to turn out good. I thought we were friends. Illustration. But now you have broken my trust and my friendship. Do you know what that means? It means that you are a naughty, naughty little painting. And Daddy is going to do something about it. Ooh. Bit of lightning. Does Hornet use lightning, though? No, she doesn't. She uses silk. And we're gonna be lore accurate if you think you're some sort of... I don't know. Ugh. Do 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 do. Ooh. What color should the shadows be in the indentations of Hornet's little exoskeletal head here? Dearie, dearie me. Life is so hard. This character is so fucking fun, by the way. I'm not even talking about what I'm drawing. I mean, just like playing. Yeah, see, this is why VTubing seems neat. Like, you get to just play a character while you're streaming the whole time. And then because you're playing a character, you don't even have to think of what to say. You can just, like, become the character. And it's just easy. Is it not? Well, not for everyone, I'm sure, but for people like me who are obligate theater kids and basically relish being anybody but ourselves at all times. Undo? No. Okay. I think we are, as the kids say, cooking. Wait. Hard overlay and overlay are the same thing? Betrayer! You lied to me. I thought it was different. I thought hard overlay was just like vivid light. But that's completely different. No wonder! Oh my god. Phew. Well, don't I feel stupid? Don't I feel like a silly duckling? Waddling towards the greater knowledge that lies beyond. Silly me. Okay, repeating patterns, that's what we want to see. Silk string. What does string look like? Oops. Wrong layer, Kronk. I think we need like that splash art feeling. Alright, how long have we been streaming for? About a sufficient amount of time? I think that's plenty. Anyway, we've haven't had anyone watching, so that's just fine with me, though. It wasn't like I was expecting anything anyway, so to anyone who might find this, if I'm still alive once you hear this message, hi, and thanks for watching.